Hello everybody and welcome back to the BNR show. This is your host Big Daddy B. My co-host Big Hoss will not be on tonight. He is feeling a little bit under the weather. So with that being said, let's kick off the show, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we all know the mystery, we all don't know the mystery behind Flight 93 on the September 11th, 2001 attacks. The mystery is a big one, but the black boxes on that flight are even a bigger mystery than what people actually think. Now, they have been analyzed by the NTSB, but they are being kept secret by the Federal Bureau of Investigation or the FBI. The question is why? We all want answers on what actually happened on Flight 93. I'm here to shed some light on all these questions. Now, the FBI denies that there were any black boxes at all. Now, come on. We all know there's 4 black boxes or flight recorders on all commercial aircrafts. It's nothing new. And the flight recorders on commercial aircrafts record the data such as altitude, speed, and voice recorder in the cockpit, and even more flight data than that. Now, the black boxes that the NTSB recovered showed that there was no voices on those black boxes at all. None whatsoever. It was completely blank. There's 2 things that could have happened to those black boxes. The boxes were either tampered with while the hijackers were on the flight, or the black boxes were never recording anything at all. Now, does that sound a little bit irrational? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. The flight recorders on every commercial aircraft, they are required to record even if the plane is not in flight. So, by saying they were tampered with, it's a big possibility. They also could have been tampered with before the flight even got into the air. Now, the FAA, or Federal Aviation Administration, like I said, requires them to be recording at all times. I'm going to stress that part. Now, devices were recovered from the 2 planes that hit the Pentagon and that supposedly crashed in rural Pennsylvania. Now, in the case of American Airlines Flight 77, which hit the Pentagon, the FBI reports that the flight data recorder had survived and had recoverable information. But the FBI put out a report saying that said this: the black boxes are too damaged to provide any information whatsoever. But they just said there was recoverable information. Now they go back and say they're too damaged to even get information out of them? How's that possible? How can you go and say that there's recoverable information and then go back and say that they're too damaged? These flight recorders are meant to withstand an impact. And an impact, and also if the plane just blows up, if the plane falls into the water, those black boxes still have recoverable information on them. Now, in the case of United Airlines Flight 893, which hit the ground at 500 miles per hour, supposedly in Pennsylvania, it was reversed. The flight recorder survived This is what the NTSB put out. That the flight recorder has survived. And that there is recoverable information on this, on the black boxes. But then again, we have the Federal Bureau of Investigation going back and saying they're damaged beyond recovery. That's not even the case here. The FBI reported to the 9/11 Commission that none of the recording devices from the two planes that hit the World Trade Center were ever recovered. They denied that there were even any black boxes when they go back and say, yes, there are black boxes, but they're too damaged. So that brings up a point. They're covering their tracks when they're saying there is a flight recorder, and then they tell the 9/11 Commission that none of them even survived. How do you explain that? This is pure cover-up, ladies and gentlemen, pure cover-up by a government agency that thinks they have all the power. Now, at this point, my opinions do not matter on what actually happened on that day, because I'm just stating the facts. I don't care if people think Bush had it planned. I don't care if people think the CIA had it planned. What I'm here to do, ladies and gentlemen, is tell you the facts about what actually happened on that day. That's what I want to do here. Now, there's always been some skepticism about the assertion, particularly as two New York City firefighters, Mike Bellone and Nicholas DiMazzi, claimed in 2004 that they had found 3 of the 4 boxes, and that the federal agents took them and told the 2 men not to mention they even had found them. Yes. Had pretty much told them, okay, don't say anything about this. Why? Why would they? All they want to do here is cover their own butt. Pretty much, in a nutshell. It's pure cover-up. Like I said before, pure cover-up. So, now, these devices are almost always located after crashes, if not in a usable condition, and the cleanup of the World Trade Center was meticulous, with even tiny bone fragments and bits of human tissue being discovered, ladies and gentlemen, so that almost all the victims were immediately identified. Now, as Ted Lubumskis, Director of Public Affairs at the National Transportation Safety Agency, which has the job of analyzing the black boxes. The black boxes data, this is what he had to say. It's very unusual not to find a recorder after a crash, although it's very unusual to have jets flying into buildings. That's what he had to say about it. So what's really the deal here? What happened to those black boxes? Will we even ever know the mystery behind them? Or will this be shrouded in complete secrecy forever? Why? If there's nothing to hide, why hide them? Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, they do have something to hide. People, I'm going to go ahead and play you a transcript from Flight 93's black box. Yes, I have the transcript. I want you to go ahead and take a listen on this clip from Flight 93.
United 93 is at your 350, intermittent lights down. United 93 checking in 350. United 93 350, roger. United 93, that traffic for you is 1 o'clock, 12 miles eastbound 370. Negative contact, we're looking United 93. Somebody call Cleveland? Okay, United 93 verify 350. United 93 verify your deployable 350. United 93, verify your level of 350. United 93, Cleveland. United 93, Cleveland. United 93, if you're here, Cleveland Center, ident, please. United 1523, did you hear your company, did you hear some interference on the frequency here a couple of minutes ago, screaming?
Yes, I did, 797, and we couldn't tell what it was either.
Okay. United 93, Cleveland, if you hear the center, ident.
An American 1060, a ditto on the other transmission.
The American 1060, you heard that also?
Yes, sir, twice.
Roger, we heard that also, thanks. I just wanted to confirm it wasn't some interference.
Was that 956?
Ejector 956, go.
I was just answering your call. We did hear that yelling too.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Pick up them piece of dock. Remaining sitting. We have a ball board. So it's
Calling Cleveland Center, you're unreadable. Say again slowly.
Sir, did you hear the transmission where the airplane that said he had a bomb on board?
Say again. Was that United 93?
Yeah, that transmission he said was unreasonable. It sounded like someone said they have a bomb on board.
That's what we thought. We just we didn't get it clear. Is that United 93 calling? Sector 956, that aircraft we believe was transmitting is 12 o'clock, climb 5 miles, turn left heading 225. I'll get you away from him. Okay, he's climbing, so I want to keep everybody away from him.
Okay, I think we got him in sight.
Well, the 1989, that traffic views at 11 o'clock and 15 miles southbound. 41 climbing, looks like he's turning east by heading 360.
Hi, here's the captain. I would like to roll to the main TTIP. Overboard and going to back to the airport. And hand over demand. Remain quiet.
Okay, it's United 93 calling. United 93, understand you have a bomb on board? Go ahead. Executive 956, did you understand that transmission?
Affirmative, he said there was a bomb on board.
And that was all you got out of it also?
Affirmative.
93, go ahead.
That aircraft you can't get a hold of, is he turned to the east now?
He's just turned to the east also. United 93, you're here, Cleveland Center. Okay, American 1060 and Executive 956, we just lost the target on that aircraft.
Okay, 956, we had a visual on him, just stand by.
Do you have a visual on him now?
We did, but we lost him in the turn.
You can make a turn back to a 220 heading, let me know if you can see him.
Yeah, he's still there, we got him for 956.
You still there? Northwest of you, about 25 miles?
Affirmative for 956.
Executive 956, fighting 180.
We're making a turn for 956, he appears to be heading right towards us.
American 1060, do you see anybody northwest of you? Can you see back that far there?
We're looking now, sir.
United 93, Cleveland, do you still hear the center? United 93, do you still hear Cleveland? United 93, United 903, do you hear Cleveland? United 93, United 93, Cleveland. United 93, United 93, do you hear Cleveland Center?
Do you see any activity on your right side, smoke or anything like that?
Negative, we're searching. Yeah, we do have a smoke puff now at about, probably 2 o'clock. It appears to be just a dark cloud, like a puff of black smoke.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that was a transcript from Flight 93. So, wow. This could not or cannot be stood for. The government wanting and trying to get away with anything they please. I got a couple of emails the other night, some listeners from the show, saying 9/11 never happened. How do you explain those towers? Did they just come out of nowhere? Were they built out of nothing? How idiotic can people really be in this country? That's my question to the people. How dumb can you possibly get?